Let's see if we get a good tower shield here.
Long day.
Armor roll, life roll, and regen roll. And also like 35% ailments is like all of those. Like I don't think it's worth it, man. I really don't. The way I look at it is like a lot of uniques can provide a higher value than that. And like I always think to myself like, okay, well if unique can provide a higher value, then why would somebody get my thing, right?
A ghastly influence lingers in this map, germinating unknown dangers.
That's my thinking. Fizz reduction's kind of hot. 6%. You're right, but I think that the armor would have been made up in the aggregate if I had gotten a better armor roll, because like the armor multiplier was great. It's just that the base armor was bad. So like I don't know. I mean like the thing is there's a lot of items that like, oh, I could have sold this for like 3 chaos orbs or 1 chaos orb, right? But it's like every time that I do that, there's like an opportunity cost of the action. And like if you do that so much, it's kind of like, I mean, I remember Chris talked about this whenever we had the Allcraft with him. Is like, he was like, you know, because like in China... Okay. Fuck. Poor Joys is, yeah, I mean, it's hard, man. It's like, it's hard for the same reason. It's, again, firing squads. Minus 10% experience, fun mechanic. I think, like, again, it's like if you're gonna have a mechanic like that, it's just like, if you want to kill players, like, go for it, right? But, like, you can't kill the players and then... I feel like if I had it, like, but they got rid of curse immunity flasks, right? So like, that wouldn't have even mattered. Oh my god. No, they're much harder to get. I think I need to precast more. Like right here. So like by the time I move up here, these will have already killed a lot of them. It's this, cause like what's really killing me, it's not the damage, it's the white robe guys cast vulnerability, and what vulnerability does is it makes you take a lot of extra physical damage, basically. Wow. That was a risky decision.
I must have time to gather my will.
Mainstream's next week. We'll see what happens. Oh, there she is. I'm just gonna do this. I'll full clear. Even though it's probably risky to do so, like, Poor Joys also, like, people used to farm Poor Joys for experience. This is like a really, really, really long time ago. Because it gives 100% experience. And the mobs, like, they just kind of have like that one thing. So it's like usually whenever you die on this map, it's because you kind of got like caught out. Go around the outside. Chris said about China. Oh, right. He said that like basically, so like in China they have like these little pets that like pick up everything for you. And because of that, like the price of like there's like no value in like a like items, you know, might as well just drop identified at that point, you know, because like they'll pick up small currency items, and like there's a decision that a player makes by picking up a scroll of wisdom, and it's like, and it's very obvious. So like, oh, let's see, what are we gonna do here? Maybe here, there, here. Flip faster. That was scary. Anyway, so it's like you make a decision every item that you pick up, because like theoretically, okay, like imagine if you had the aura of identification, okay? So the aura of identification, the way it works is everything in the map, your character can automatically detect what it is in terms of like what its stats are, like how it's been, like what its role is, and you don't even have to loot it. Like this is just, it's already there. And like imagine if that happened, and if I die again, I'm just not going to do the rest of the map. I just got I got instantly killed.
I must have time.
Godslayer.
What was I saying? What was that? That was, I don't know. It's just, honestly, it's just this fucking, it's that debuff, man. That fucking debuff is just so brutal. So like every decision that you make in the game, you know, it takes time, and there's always time. And like if you were able to do that and like automatically identify everything before that you even looted it, you could set up an item filter that would only even notify you if items that were dropping were worth more than like 5C, right? And like you would make so much money, because I bet like if you identify, like this is just the way math works, right? It's like if you identify, instead of you're identifying like 7 items per dude, I didn't even have vulnerability. God, so why am I running away from this crackhead? This is super rippy, yeah, I know. It gives good experience, so I've already gotten a whole bar.
My mana is spent.
And also, like, it can drop good gear. That's why I'm putting up with it. My tolerance for losing experience is fine as long as I'm making a net positive. Whenever I start losing experience and it's not a net positive, I don't want to play the game anymore. It's, like, not fun. So I feel like I'm getting my time wasted. Just don't die. I try. I don't like that it's a mechanic, like that's all. I think also like if I pre-cast before I go on screen, it'll help out a lot. I'm just not even gonna fuck with that. Some of the best things about having minions like skeletons, right, is you can just cast that shit and they'll just kill it all for you. And devs realize everyone's avoiding death logout macro instead of making logout macro not work. They doubled down on instant death rips. I think that like if your character dies in like 0.1 seconds and you have to watch the clip back at 25% speed in order to be able to see why you died, I think that's an indication of bad game design. Like, I'll just be honest, I think that's horrible design. Like, I understand it's just bad defenses. I don't think so, and like, also, like, I don't see like why there's like 17 different defense mechanisms. It's like, it's extremely complicated for a lot of people, and I feel like you can make a game complex without making it hard to understand. And I think that like you don't really need something like, for example, spell suppression. Like, you can take the spell suppression out of the game and nothing changes in the game at all. You just rebalance for like it not existing. So many defensive layers, it kills for casuals like me. Yeah, it's just like, the thing is, the game shouldn't be built for casuals. Like, PoE is a game that's like fundamentally not really built for casuals, but I think that it's like, at what point do you say that, you know, people that don't play this game professionally shouldn't be able to at least like have a general understanding of what's going on? And it's like, also, like, I'm not talking about deaths where it's like, hey, you teleported into like the middle of like 5 guys and they all hit you at the same time. It's like, I think everybody's pretty much on the same page. Like, that's an own goal, right? Like, that's your fault and it's only your fault. It's not the game's fault at all.
How's the trade?
But I think that's like, that's not really what happens. No. 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 Nice ring. You think that ring's good? I don't know. I'll throw it in the pile. Why not? Really sucks I died twice there. Have I done stagnation? Yeah, I have. I don't think I'm ready for red boys yet. Like, don't get me wrong. I can do red boys and it's not a big deal. However, it's just, I think it's just better for me right now to not do red. You are almost. Yeah, it's just like, because I want to level up. And like, a lot of my... Oh,
I must
come
have
on.
time to gather my will.
An essence in this map. What could go wrong? What is he? Oh, it's only a 2x. It should be no big deal. It's doing a pretty good amount of damage. It's like that damage, like it hits me from their jump, right? And then as soon as their jump hits me, then I just get fucked because it puts so much cold on me. Like, that's why I'm thinking that we, oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. This is a big one. Wait, oh, I thought it was a different one. Never mind. Fuck. I killed one of those yesterday. He dropped all 6 links. I got like 4 6 links off of one mob. But 3 of them were weapons, and they have like minimal value. It's unfortunate. 6 linked. 6 sockets, all linked. Big dick. Yo, it's crazy, I know. I think if I upgrade to a... I don't know if I upgrade to a rare wand, if it will be that much better. I guess it will if it's like a super high tier one. But I think until then, it's probably not going to be there. Like that mechanic there, I really like that mechanic. Part of me wishes that like you could walk through it but take more damage, because it makes it to where like that mechanic is like you can't shield charge out of it. I don't think. I don't know. I would assume that you can't.
I must have time to gather my will.
And it's kind of like it forces a certain kind of gameplay. But I like that because you can clearly tell like what the buff is ahead of time, right? You're like, oh, it's the ice circle, right? And like I think that's really important. I think that's really important. Yeah, I shouldn't have been there. Bad position. Yeah, it was bad position. I also, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I hate flinching mechanics in video games. Like, I hate how, like, whenever you're taking a lot of damage, your character's actions are impeded. Like it's like that's whenever you want to be able to move, right? At like that exact time, like oh god. I can't even see her. I think she's gonna kill me. I'm completely out of flasks. Maybe I'm gonna try and go through here and maybe get some more. And then just see what happens. It's like how, like, I'm gonna click a button, and then because I'm taking a lot of damage, the button doesn't happen. I think that sucks. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I find that to be such an unfun mechanic.
My mana is spent. I must have time to gather my will.
Can't do it. Too risky. What are the map mods? Cold damage and minus resist. It's like, that's what I was saying, is like the extra projectile and tornado shot. Yeah, maybe. Just does so much damage. But yeah, like anything that makes it to where like I can't move my character, it is like, or like, especially like if I hit a button in a game, I want the thing that I hit to instantly happen. Like, just in a general sense. I don't want to ever have to wait for an animation, to wait for anything. I want it to instantly happen without any sort of restrictions at all. Is that the guy playing WoW Arena? You realize, like, that's exactly what happens in WoW Arena. Like, unless your character, you can't play your character, what you do in the game happens instantaneously. Do out here, you need stun and ailment immunity. Yeah, I just, I
must have time to gather my will. My mana is spent.
It's too risky without flasks. I didn't know they were that close to dying. True, but Spinner not CC'd, that was my point. Well, what I'm saying is, like,
How's the trail?
I think that there are some times where you have a mechanic in a game that there's a solution. It's like corruption. I think the best example for this is like corruption in... No. It's corruption in New World. Like, corruption in New World serves no purpose and does nothing. Like, it doesn't add anything to the game. It doesn't improve the quality of the game. It just sucks.
One of our scouts noticed a very unusual.
So it's like the way that
corruption
corruption is dealt with in New World is that...
We've never seen anything like it. Might be of use to you if you find it.
Just look around. Should be fine. It's like basically there's no reason for corruption to do what it does in the game. It like just slowly kills you. And it's like if you have the right buffs, corruption won't do anything. But if you don't have the right buffs, corruption is like it just destroys you. It's kind of like another example of this is like I don't know how it works now because I haven't played it in a long time, but like in Valheim, like where you like poison in Valheim, like if you had a potion, poison was like cosmetic, and if you didn't have a potion, poison instantly killed you. And like I feel like games that create a problem and then have like a binary solution like that, it's like maybe these things just shouldn't exist. It's like, would the game change if this was taken out of the game? Would it be an improvement of the game? Like I would say in general, like yes. But it's also like it's like something that's like personal for me is like I hate losing control of my character. And like, you know, I hit a button and it doesn't go off. Like, I do not care what the rationalization is for it. It is not fun. Yeah, I don't care about that. It's annoying, I don't like it. It's to adapt. Well, the thing is, like, there's not always a reason, like, adapting isn't always fun. I don't think adapting to things as a, like, just any kind of adaptation at all is like fun. I think it depends on the adaptation. I just feel like that type of adaptation isn't fun. And also, like, failure to comply with the adaptation is like just so punishing that you just can't really you can't really not do it. It's like, I think a good example is like, think about in this game, in maps, how many debuffs your character can get that will cause it to not be able to move or perform actions at the same rate that it was normally going to move or perform actions. There's got to be like 40 mechanics. That's insane. This is a problem isn't binary. You'd be okay with those systems? I think there are some systems that I just don't like playing. But I think generally, yes. Maybe I shouldn't stand in the middle. But I think also, like, again, I just want to, whenever I hit a button, whatever I hit immediately happens. That's literally it. That's pretty good. Oh. I don't know. It's a lot of life. Mana roll is garbage, and stun and block recovery is garbage. Losing control of your character is the height of unfun in this type of game. Yeah. I think the stun mechanic serves two purposes in this game. Teach the player, hey, maybe you shouldn't have been right here. Well, I think that also, like, whenever NPCs, whenever they hit you, and just the nature of them hitting you causes your ability to your character to flinch. I don't think that's fun. Suns are fine or telegraphed? Yeah. But it's like these mobs just hit you. Taking away control of character never feels good, yeah. And it's like ultimately I think a lot of people like forget this, but like you above everything else you want a game to be fun to play. And I just feel like in that circumstance it just really doesn't feel fun to play. Doesn't feel good to play. I mean, fuck all the other bullshit, right? I mean, like, you just want to have fun. I don't find it fun. I think there are other people that might enjoy it, you know, like being able to overcome it. But I'm not one of them. I just find it annoying. Like, for example, like, one of my favorite games is Sekiro. And the reason why it's one of my favorite games is because there's no gimmicks. There's no like, oh, you're gonna do this cute little fucking bullshit thing and you'll be, that's 242%. Like, I feel like that's really good. We'll think about keeping that. Sekiro is fair, right? And so like every time that you die in Sekiro, it's pretty much always your fault. There's not a lot of like random like instant deaths. There are some bosses like, you know, if you use the shuriken or whatever on like Lady Butterfly or the snap seed on you know, Cursed Monk, it's like a gimmick. But for the most part, I mean, those are like just, you know, basically easy modes programmed into the game. And what about the Wu guy that falls out of the Call of Merxu? I don't know what that is. You mean the guy on the horse? That guy's a joke. It's like the third boss in the game. Is that a soul leader? It's like there, like I had to hit the button twice because the first time it failed because of a flinch mechanic. That's just so stressful.
I must have time to gather my will.
Do Arch Nemesis mod changes to the game? This is a nuanced answer. But in a lot of ways, yes. I think that rares in the game were boring. I think they're right. I just don't... I think that, like, some... Like, if I curse an NPC with conductivity, and I also have, like, a buff that, like, I reduce their lightning resistance, like, naturally, and I mouse over the NPC, and it says resist lightning still... I mean, like, come on. Let the mobs drop loot and it's fine. Yeah. That's where I'm at. Just give us the loot. And also, like, there's another thing, is, like, juicing maps. Like, for example, like, I don't think that it's, like, good for the game that, like, a very small amount of people, like, can generate, like, 5 mirrors worth of gear a day. Through, like, massively juicing maps. Like, it's really cool to see, but, like, is that really good for the game? It's like, that's not super good either. But, like, the solution to that isn't to just, like, to make it inefficient. It's just to make it, like, not quite as good. If he actually quit? I watched the clip. We'll watch it. Like, I kind of want to get this level. So, like, how about this? If I die again, or if I get my level, I'm done. And then we'll do some reactions. I mean, not even reactions. I just want to talk about PoE today. Done and quit forever? No, I'm gonna probably play Tower of Fantasy after that. I did some of the campaign today. And I'm 46 now, which is cool. PoE 2 never ever. What I'm saying is that I think PoE needs PoE 2 more than you might think it. Oh no. Where'd he go? Oh. It's the freeze, man. Like, I'm telling you, like... You know what, bro? Like, why don't I go and swap over to that other thing to where I can't get frozen? Because, like, that's what's really fucking me is freeze. Because, like, remember, like, you can get that buff that, like, it makes it to where you can't be frozen while you're casting? Well, like, I'm casting constantly, so I'd never be able to get frozen. Arctic armor prevents freezing. How do you guys feel about me changing my cast on damage taken with conductivity and then also doing Arctic armor? Maybe that's the play. Let's look at Pantheons after this.
Our sanctum. This will not stand. Piercing light. They shall avenge you, sister. Eclipsed.
I think that Possessed is actually one of the best things that you can get. Like
I am no beast of burden.
the multiplier on drops is like insane. I feel like it's insane. Rare's tankier than boss.
Hey,
Yeah. To be fair, I hate that boss and I die on it every single time I do it. Except for this league, actually, I was able to kill it. Without dying at all. 7%, that's garbage. Oh yeah, I got one of these before. I wanted to use this. I feel like if I was a what do you call it? Elementalist, that would be really, really good because you have like the auto resummon thing. But I'm not, so it's not really good. Carrion Golem. Yeah, it's like, I think that there's still like... I'm a very big advocate of golems. I think golems are great. Just gonna throw that away, it's not very good. Players cannot regenerate life, mana, or energy shield. That sounds super fucking fun. So like, maybe, yeah, let's look at Pantheons. Is it Y, right? Yeah, okay. Brine King. I usually go with Lunaris. I don't think this is very good. So I think it's like obviously, oh, Era System of Sister of Light cannot be frozen. Caption Merveil. Grakthul. Yeah, like, that would be really good. I still think I should run Purity of Elements, though. Station. I think that's really good for me. That's not good. I usually use this one too. Yeah, I think that honestly... Yeah, this is like, I think that I'm already in the right spot. Exposure and conductivity. Wait a minute, like exposure, I don't have exposure, I got rid of it. Oh wait, what do you mean by exposure? So I thought that was elemental overload. Yeah, I've already done my lab. I need this. Like, I almost wish I could just unspec this, but I feel like I can't. Like, this is really, really good. I don't want to get rid of that. That's also insanely good. This is, I mean, I'm just replacing one bad thing with another. Remove skill duration nodes. I just feel like that's so important for me for Spark, for map clear. 30 strength. I could drop 30 strength, but maybe I should drop 30 strength. Like, I could do it. I think I should do it in 2 levels. Like, I go and I do it in 2 levels. I get these 2. Yeah, or I get 2 more levels. So like this one, then the next one. And I just chill. I just keep farming. Keep my head down. Do what I need to do. And then after that, you know, go from there. Because like, I don't want to undo 4 points right now. Like, I feel like I can undo 2 points with like literally like no no problem. But like undoing 4 seems like a lot.
My mana is spent.
I can do this one. I also have LE weakness, so I have to be very careful. That is a big boy. I think that's the first one of those I've looted this whole league. Big dick. Azumite Blade's not super good. Still money though. Probably sell that for 1C. Val Haste. I could run Val Haste. How much? 5? In-game for this league is crying on Reddit and apology threads. Well, I mean, like, that's not really the player's fault. I mean, like, that's the developer's fault. Like, this league is unironically borked. Like, it is. Like, it's like the leagues last for a long time, but the problem is, like, the impression is already there. And like, I kind of feel bad, like I feel bad for them in a way, but it's like also, I mean, you want to do like a 80% item nerf and then not put it in the patch notes. Like, of course people are going to be mad about that. I mean, fuck. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's... Fucking stunned again. It's like that seems pretty recent.
I must have time to gather my will.
It's always the freeze, bro. Like, every single time it's the freeze. I'm telling you, like, I get Purity of Elements and, like, my life, like, I begin rebuilding my life the moment that I get Purity of Elements. I'm gonna look up, probably, like, after this map, if I'm not too tilted or I forget, how much... Oh, wait, what? There we go.
My mana is spent.
Jesus. Got him. I gotta look at how much that shield is and how much a level 3 inspiration is. Or not inspiration, enlighten. Cause like I need to get that. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll buy a corrupted one. I don't give a fuck. I just want it done. Cause like I'm not gonna buy a level 4. Like, probably by the time I buy a level 4, I'll already quit the league. Like, realistically. I usually don't min-max a build like that much. Proud of the OTK boys. Honestly, like, it was so hard down at the end because, like, I was really glad, like, how all the votes turned out. I really was, because, like, a big part of me, like, I felt like Miz like looked the best, definitely. In terms of like, just like in general like aesthetics, but I think like Miz and Lucari were like number 1 and 2, and I was kind of glad that Lucari got the people's choice. I think Lucari was the most impressive to me. Lucari's before and after. Well, so is E-Rob's. How much is this doing? Oh, it's not even doing anything. Glad I was able to complete that one. Lucari's a true homie. Yeah, I've always really liked Lucari.
I must.
Let's go over. I'm just gonna put it up for 5, like whatever. Honestly, like if this is up for 5 and this is up, like I'm just gonna put it up for 3, man. I'll just put it actually in here and makes it simpler. Nobody's gonna buy that for 5. Realistically, it's just not gonna happen. Spell damage. Okay, so how much is this shield? Why? Alright, how much is it actually worth, guys? 20 fusings? Okay. Is that really like, so I should just 20 fusings at vendor? Okay. As I told you guys, like you had other people price check for you. Okay. I know this is the old website. I like using the old website. What's the shield? The aura shield? I forgot what it's called. I don't think that's it. Yeah, it is. 13 divines. So, how much is a divine orb? What do you want? Divine orbs, we have chaos. It's 128. Okay, so there's like just no way I'm gonna be able to afford that. Fuck. Prism Guardian? That's what it is, yeah. That's actually the one I wanted anyway. Yeah, you guys are right. I told you guys somebody buy that shit. 1.5. 2. So like we're talking 2. I mean like that's not gonna happen for like a few days. Minimum. So I've got 38. I've got 30. And so I'm not even like remotely there. Oh, I fell in the ring. Oh, this is just, you know, it's just a good ring that I have. It's just a good ring. That's all. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I got it from Lake, yeah. Can you just capture aura for Divine Vessel to be frozen immune? Yeah, but like, what's a Divine Vessel? Like, you have to realize that, like, basically the game is simulating the Great Depression. So, nobody has anything. Oops. Like, if I looted... I don't know, I mean, like, if I get something good, that'll be great. But it's just like, it just probably won't happen. I feel like freeze is like my biggest weakness right now. And as soon as I'm able to deal with freeze in like a good way,
I must have time
I'll really be able to like make good progress.
to sin. My mana is spent.
Big money. Oh boy, I'm dead. Damn, they got fucking deleted. No, I don't think that's good. Freeze again. Might as well just kill the boss while I'm here.
Must have time to gather my
Oh, that one's good. That's a good one because you use that for animate Guardian. Lear Cast, I believe that's what it's called. Anime Guardian. Apparently it dies all the time now. Like, I remember I told myself, it's like, so I bought a Kingmaker, which is like this axe that's like ridiculously fucking good for Anime Guardian, but it's also worth 2 exalts. So it's like, and like, oh, so like if your Anime Guardian dies, you lose all the gear. And, yeah, how much is this worth? 2C. Okay. That's pretty nice. I think this one's an L. I feel like if you are cast speed with a shield, block attack damage with a shield, 2% cast speed though, like who cares about that? Like that's really good, but like nobody's gonna use attack speed. Like I don't think that's good for lightning conduit. 2% attack speed is good. Like my thing tells me it's not good. The life one was good. There was no life one. Oh, this one? Dual wield, let's see. I say this one's worth a lot. I'm sure, guys, surely 88 chaos. I mean, of course it's gonna be 88. I'm gonna put it up for 50. Anything with multi and life is good. I don't see, like, I haven't played enough different builds. So, like, I don't have the knowledge that I probably need to know that. Whatever. From now on, like any jewel that rolls life, I'm just gonna price check it.
I must have time to gather my will.
Extra physical damage? Oh, I can kill those. This is why I wanted to have rituals. Bro, like rituals? I did skeleton mages with rituals.
My mana is spent.
I actually felt better with like whenever my skeleton mages would clear a whole ritual. Like it felt better than jerking off. What's this? Skill mage is just crazy, yeah. I didn't scale them enough. You wanna know the reason why? Is because I refused to stop using Soul Rest. because I was just so lazy. I didn't want to have to push any buttons in the map. That's good enough. What's the scaling mages get fucked really badly? Everything got fucked really badly actually in this game. All builds are bad now. All loot is bad. Minions are bad. Maps are bad. Bosses are bad. The net code of the game seems to have also deteriorated. I don't know how that one happened, but it did. And so, crafting is bad. True, crafting is bad. We saw that with the video with the tainted links. Everything is bad. The game's awful. And that's all there is to it. That is what I've read. Wait, why am I doing shrines? Can't tell if he's being sarcastic. The fact is that like half of what I'm saying is like 100% true and the other half is only 50%
I
true.
must have time to gather my will.
That's what's entertaining about it. Cock. Watch this. I can survive. Fuck. Alright, I'm not gonna fuck around like that again. This is why I die a lot. Well, let's see if I can stand in this. No. No, it turns out you can't. Alright.
My mana is spent.
Nope. I'm a good boy that moves out of the mechanics until I get better gear and I don't have to. And I will never move out of them again. Alright, we got 4. 7%. Vermilion ring. What do you guys think? Let's check the base. It's just not... It's not super good. Click the implicit. Oh, yeah. My bad. It's 2C. I'm just gonna reroll. Big money. %, conductivity. What am I even doing? What am I doing with my life right now? Let's just get that and I'll sell it. There. Okay. Alright, we're done. So the other ritual one's over here, right? Yeah. Okay. Rogue Metamorph. That's a cool idea. Probably one more, then I'm gonna do the reacts.
I must have time to gather my will.
Bitch ass. As I said, if I die or if I get the level, one or the other. Oh fuck, we got ourselves a big sucker. They're really good now, right? Okay. Should be one more map. They buffed them? No, I have all the buffs on them. Oh, I forgot to do this. Fuck. It was supposed to be good, but it was bad. This should be it. I'll just do this.
My mana is spent. I must have time to gather my will.
Is Zackrawrr actually playing Tower of Fantasy? Because like I saw he was playing it, and then I saw like his account got locked. Apparently like they won't let him spend any more money on the game. Like he's not He's not playing it? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I thought so. Sponsor stream? Yeah. Like, I don't think the game is the worst thing that's ever been made. Like, I think it's better than Diablo Immortal. But, like, there's a lot of things that are better than Diablo Immortal. I mean, this league is better than Diablo Immortal. Like, I don't really think that's like a... It's like that's, yeah. Not a good quality indicator. So like right now, I think I'm gonna loot the thing that makes it to where like I can't be frozen or chilled while I'm casting. But I am gonna move to Throat Seeker next level. I'm gonna fucking, I'm gonna put my talent points in different spots. There it is, big dick. %15% increased minion life. Wow. We really eating good today. What do you guys think about that implicit? $5C? That's a $5C implicit. I'm gonna buy this. Wave of Conviction deals 40% increased damage. How do you guys feel about that? You think people would buy that lab enchant? I feel like this is a really good ritual. I'm gonna loot this. I'm gonna loot that. I'm gonna get this. We're gonna get that. We're not getting that. We'll get this. Wave of Conviction. Yeah, I thought Wave of Conviction was used primarily as like a debuff applier. So like me buying it and like buying an item and trying to sell the base with lab enchant wouldn't be high value. Wait, like where am I supposed to go? Wait, like what? Oh, I see. But yeah, I was thinking, can I have Molten Shell and Arctic Armor on at the same time? Maybe I should do that.
I must have time to gather my will.
So if I have 2 abilities on cast on damage taken, what happens? Do they alternate? I think they do, right? Arctic Armor is an aura.
My mana is spent.
What am I thinking of? Maybe I'm just mistaken. I'm just not thinking of the right thing. Frost Shield, maybe? I think that one's really good. Like being able to have like 14% base. You can craft off of that really easily.
Long day.
Yeah, use harvest, true. So yeah, it's like this, right? So like, cannot be chilled or frozen while casting a spell. That's big good. Because like, I'm always casting because I'm just spamming the same button. Yeah, it's QOL. Like, it's not as good as Throat Stabber, and like, I think I should move over to Throat Stabber, but like, in 2 levels or 3 levels or whenever I do, I might have enough currency at that point to be able to buy the, what do you call it? The Prism Guardian. Give me 1 second, let me make sure I get everything ready. Could go Brian King for freeze immunity. Well, it's not just freeze, right? Because I also don't want to get, I don't want to get chilled either, because chilled slows my action speed, and if my action speed is getting slowed, then I can't do as much damage. You gonna react to something? Yeah, I am. Okay. Week video? No, I'll probably watch that tomorrow. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, give me a minute. Oh. Oh boy. This time. We're just chill on ring. Yeah, I could do that. Can I do that with my ring now?
To gather my will.
Let me see. Just chill. No. That's too bad. This ring is a dog shit ass piece of garbage. So I'll be able to replace it soon. Use Flask Mod if you can spare it. Yeah, I definitely can. Like, this one's worthless, this one's worthless. Like, honestly, like, all of my fucking gear sucks. I don't know why.